Are you all goods? Kia ora tātou, ko Meretini tōku ingoa no Taihape ahau. A few things that I do to Whakapiki is that I'm a gardener, so at home I go out into the garden every moment that I can, and not just to physically push my tinana, but to also have space for wairua and ahinengaro. So to go out there and have conversations with my hua, as weird as that might sound for some, but I find connecting my hands to the dirt allows me to physically be connected as well. So yeah, so things like that. Absolutely being in touch with the Taiao, so really mindful that mātauranga Māori systems allow us to really be in connection with our Taiao, and so I do everything that I can when I'm not feeling well is to be in amongst that, whether that's stargazing at night, whether it's having a mihi with hina in the early mornings. I'm a follower of maramataka, and therefore understanding how those ebbs and flows work are really, really critical in my whare. And so therefore we know as a family how we can each support each other to ensure that we stay well. Okay, so how do we use the maramataka to Whakapiki Ora? So number one, go outside, always. I'm not saying that we can't learn anything from reading it in a book, but if we want to be really using the tools of our tūpuna, then we need to go outside and actually just take a look. There's this real strange concept for us that the sun rises in the morning and that the moon rises at night. However, anyone that follows the maramataka will understand that this is not the case, and therefore number one priority is go outside and see whereabouts she is. So right now in the night time, your best time to view hina would be in the setting of her. So in the west, really good place down here in Whanganui to be able to do that is to go down to the beach and have a look at what she looks like. So why is that important? Why is going outside and having a look at her really important? It's because for us as Māori, our world view is aligned very much to our Taiao, our natural environment. And so when we know that hina or marama can shift tides because of the water table, then the 70 to 80% of water that's within us can also ebb and flow with hina. Okay, so three things that I would suggest that we do around the Taiao to Whakapiki Ora is to get outside and ground. So either that being first thing in the morning with the rising sun, so shoes off and just to stand outside. Take a little bit of a moment to listen, and I say listen with my eyes and see with my ears. And I know that's a really weird concept, but when you're out there, you'll start to understand what that is. So that's number one, get out there and ground. Just get out there and be in amongst it. Number two, really observe what's occurring around you. And when you better understand what's happening in the Taiao, it helps you to better understand what could be occurring with other people, and just acknowledging that you don't know everybody else's background and what's happening with them, and therefore they may be having a bad day, and that's okay once you stop to reflect on that. And number three is, I'm always going to say this, go out there and plant a seed. Doesn't matter what sort of seed it is. Go out there and plant a seed and start to understand that things don't just appear overnight. It takes nurturing and care to be able to flourish and to have flourishment. And so I think sometimes we forget that in our own lives, that we take time and care in order for us to flourish and thrive. And so yeah, go out there, plant a seed.